But not just that, it is a controversy because day after the special court of NIA acquitted Swami Asimanand and 3 others in the Samjhauta train blast case, an all-out political war of words has now erupted, which is that the Congress and the AIMIM have slammed the acquittal of the 4 accused, while Congress Member of Parliament Kapil Sibal is questioning the verdict, saying, despite 8 people being named as accused by the National Investigation Agency, now nobody knows who killed 68 passengers travelling in that train. AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi claimed a shoddy investigation led to the acquittal of the accused. He's even slamming directly Prime Minister Modi over this decision. Remember, blast in Samjhauta Express took place near Panipat in Haryana on February 18, 2007. The train was on its way to Atari in Amritsar and the last railway station. It is on the Indian border side. The NIA then filed a charge sheet in July 2011 against 8 people, including Swami Asimanand, for their alleged roles in the terror attack. Sunil Joshi, however, the alleged mastermind of this attack, was shot dead near his home in Madhya Pradesh's Devas district in December 2007.
Prosecution did not do their job properly. Even though there were clear evidences, now the court let them free. That shows that the prosecution's failure, the failure of the prosecution, that is how it happened. Asimananda's role in the Samjhauta Express case was very, very clear and evident. But unfortunately, it's a court decision. Court decision depends on the conduct of the case and presentation of the evidence by the prosecution.
The Samjhauta blast, it was a clear-cut hand of Lashkar-e-Toiba, Arif Kasmani and others. The status of investigations monitoring stopped, and then NIA was given, and NIA gave a totally different narrative that it is a Hindu, because it was also already carrying out none of these fellows were involved. I can vouch for that. I have already told several times that this was a conspiracy to induct a Hindu terror angle into every major blast of this time.
It is court's verdict, but there is a fundamental question. Then who did that bomb blast? What is the answer to those who lost their lives? And the judiciary should ask the government why the NIA or other investigative agencies failed to get the real culprits. If these people are not culprits, there must be culprits who are yet to be traced and arrested. Why? What is going to happen to this case?
ये हिंदू आतंकवाद शब्द की रचना चिदम्बरम और कांग्रेस ने की, सारी दुनिया के अंदर हिंदुओं को बदनाम करने की साजिश थी। जब ये निर्णय आया कि असीमानंद को बरी किया गया, बाकी सब लोगों को समझौता एक्सप्रेस में बरी किया गया, तो ये न्यायपालिका की जीत है, ये सत्य की जीत है, ये इस देश के हिंदू समाज के सम्मान की जीत है।
हम लोगों के विरुद्ध कोई भी किसी भी प्रकार से सबूत नहीं था। कांग्रेसियों ने सबूत बनवाए हैं, तो चूंकि ये सब षड्यंत्र करते हैं तो इनका प्रयास रहता है कि कितने वर्षों तक हम इनको अंदर रख लें, क्योंकि सत्य तो कुछ है नहीं। तो प्रक्रिया में इसलिए धीरे धीरे कुछ ना कुछ ये डालते रहते थे, और अंत में जो फैसला होता है वो यही होता है कि हम लोग निर्दोष सिद्ध होते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग देशभक्त हैं और अपने देश के लिए ही हम संपूर्ण समर्पित रहते हैं।
Joining me now for further details, Anisha Mathur. Anisha, has this case been controversial since the time, in fact, it even went to court? Or do you think these war of words has erupted just now? What's really been happening with the Samjhauta blast case and before the verdict also came out?
Well, Pooja, this case has seen a lot of ups and downs, especially with this question of the Hindu terror theory. Remember, in 2007, when the initial investigation had started, the fingers were being pointed at Muslim terror organizations. Then, in 2010, the NIA started the investigation into the Hindu terror organizations. Remember, this case also saw a lot of controversy when the NIA in its charge sheet said that Swami Asimanand, who's the prime accused in this case and who's now now been acquitted had given a confession saying that he was involved. He had in fact named a lot of other people. But before the court, once the trial started, Aseem Anand said that he had been tortured and coerced into giving that so-called confession. And because of that, the court has now acquitted all the accused, saying that the NIA could not put the evidence required before the court. And this verdict effectively, while it creates a huge political hot potato for the BJP and the Congress and other parties to attack each other over the investigation and the Hindu terror angle, this case itself also raises several questions about the efficacy of our investigative agencies, that exactly what has been going on in the 12 years
So basically the question again could be, Anisha, whether there were issues with the investigation, the probe by the National Investigation Agency as well. Thank you so much for the updates there.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.